Yeah. That's no problem. I'll let them know. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Just got off the phone with Commissioner. You know what time it is. It's that time of the month. It's October. You know what that means? It means fall jackets, pumpkin spice lattes, and fantasy basketball. We're here 1 week away from the fantasy basketball draft, and we wanted to let y'all know who's vying for that number one spot. We have 20 teams. We have 18 returning members, 2 new rookies, all trying to win that chip at the end of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Mr. Hustle Crow. Welcome to the Battlegrounds, Season 5.
Up is not a destination. It's a direction. Difficult to take. Your strength cannot fail. Your persistence must not fade. Missteps await.
Those are plays that he needs to finish. Something that you have to get better at.
And the winds of fate can change anywhere, at any time along the way. Going up sounds so simple, but there are forces at work that can turn a simple fly
Unimaginable tragedy suffered by a young man.
into the challenge of a lifetime. The goal is reachable, but for a price. You pay with hours of isolation, working on your game. Years of determination to harden your resolve. Now, after so long a time, you may reach the pedestal that inspired your climb. Feel pride.
So this is how we're going to be determining this year's order. 6-sided dice with 6 different order possibilities on each paper. We're going to go ahead and flip it, and that's the order that we're going to be going in for this year's draft. Number 4. So paper number 4, that's an order with the 20th pick being envelope E and the first pick being envelope S. Let's get into the draft. Thank you for joining us back here in the draft room. Let's get started. Let's get drafted. The 20th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope E. Street ball. The 19th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope T. The commissioner. The 18th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope H. Felonious assault. The 17th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope K. LA Locos. The 16th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope M. Fletch Lives. The 15th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope A. Jay Chowder. The 14th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope J. Locomotives. The 13th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope F. Excuse me while I get this open. Team Bliss. The 12th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope L. Iowa Hawkeyes. The 11th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope N. Ermoneza. Now down to the top 10. The 10th pick in this year's draft will be made by envelope G. Hoopsagram. The 9th pick in this year's draft will belong to envelope R. Yeah, man. Black Owl. The 8th pick in this year's draft will be made by envelope C. Team CP3. The 7th pick in this year's draft will be made by envelope Q. Classic. The 6th pick in this year's draft will be made by envelope B. Topic 5. The 5th pick in this year's draft will be made by Envelope I. Sorry about that. Mirza Inc. The 4th pick in this year's draft will be made by Envelope. Sorry man. Cock blocking me. Envelope O. Cookies and Kareem. Top 3 picks in this year's draft. The 3rd pick in this year's draft will be made by Envelope D. Stroking James. The 2nd pick in this year's draft will belong to J6. And the 1st overall pick for the 2016 Battlegrounds Fantasy Basketball Draft will be made by Above the Rim. Thank you folks for joining me this year. Hope for a very eventful season. See you on draft day. Take care.